Argentina suffered a political earthquake and the response of the markets has been clear. Prices have jumped 30% in the 2 days following the victory of the anti-establishment populist Javier Milei in last Sunday's primaries. And the peso plunged by 18%.
The question is whether he or anyone can really correct the economy in Argentina. It's going to be tough. There are a few bright spots, which I'll talk about, but these are structural issues. For example, public spending represents 40% of the country's GDP. That means that if we're going to address the debt problem, the issue of inflation and the tendency of the central bank to print currency, it's going to have to cut dramatically subsidies.
In a country struggling with annual inflation of over 100%, growing poverty and a rapidly depreciating currency, the vote has been a response to anger against the political class. But does it really represent an ideological shift in Argentina?
I don't think so much that Milei's surprise victory in the primaries really represents a wholesale shift within the Argentine electorate towards the right and towards this sort of view of libertarian, almost calls himself an anarcho-libertarian, of sort of a much reduced state, reflects core popular values in Argentina. I think Argentina remains very much a center-left country in its orientation.
The corruption and lack of renewal of the political class has had consequences throughout the region. We've seen them in the United States, Brazil and much of Latin America. Faced with their sense of insecurity, people are looking for extreme alternatives.
There is a sense that there's been no political renovation, that politicians are unaccountable, but also the sense of profound economic insecurity that's driving this. In surveys done in Latin America by Vanderbilt University, more than 80% of respondents believe that half or more of their politicians were corrupt. When people don't trust their politicians, when they don't trust their institutions, they look for extreme answers outside the system.